Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile, the Fall of Oriath. Here we are in the Oriath Square, heading on our way to take down the High Templar of Arius, which is going to be in the next area, not necessarily in this one, but that's what we're headed to. I did talk to the NPCs in the Overseer Tower, and trying to figure out what's going on in the story exactly, and it turns out that High Templar of Arius is kind of Templar Dominus's, the guy from Act 3, this is like his like home base, I guess, and he used to do what High Templar of Arius is doing, but he's moved on to raid class to try and do what he was doing over there. And so in the meantime, Arius over here has been, taking slaves and other people and kind of corrupting them and killing them. There's been big slave trade going on. They say all Oriath and gold is... I don't know if you can hear my cat, but she's squawking at me. I apologize for that. She's being quite obnoxious on my desk. She's rolling on her back and throwing her paws in the air and squawking at me, so I apologize if you hear her. Hopefully she's not too annoying. Tried to get her to go away, but every time I put her on the floor, she just wants to jump back up and come bother me, so we're just dealing with it for today. Yeah, Arius is kind of big into the slave trade, and so is the rest of the Templars here, and it's not quite cool. So we're gonna go put a shutdown on all that stuff. And I guess as soon as we appeared in Oriath, that was when a lot of the Karui slaves decided to stage their revolt. They've been planning for a while. It was kind of just a big enough distraction for them to take advantage of it and really make a chance for themselves to get out of the situation that they're in. So I'm glad to be part of a liberation effort and free the people from these evil tyrannous Templars, which apparently there's also something called innocence which has awoken. It might be something similar to the beast in the form of a god of some kind. And oh my gosh, there's my cat again, I apologize. What's happened is, as soon as this innocence is awoken, which may have happened when the beast died, the Templars suddenly gained a lot of strength with their magic and were able to do things they weren't previously capable of doing, or at least not as effectively. So somehow the Templars have become even stronger, and that's not good. But we're gonna go ahead and shut all that down. And I'm just apparently, like, Avarius and Innocence may be like one and the same, like somehow they're connected, so when you take out Avarius, it's supposed to also deal with Innocence at the same time. But yeah, learning the story of this act, it's like, this is a pretty big in-depth story. There's like a slave revolt trying to free the people and all this other stuff, and then at the same time you have basically you're gonna fight a god of some kind, or someone that's representing or hosting a god of some kind. And it's like, this seems like something that would be over the course of like 2 or 3 acts, but it's all gonna be in 1 act. So I'm really like trying to sit here and wonder, like, what could the other acts be about? This is Act 5. There's at least like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's a whole bunch more acts to do. So what could those ones be about if this one's all related to the Templar and their god, I guess. I don't know if it's a new god or not, but that's definitely what's going on. And so yeah, let's get back to the action here. I haven't changed anything since the last episode. Everything's exactly the same as it was before. Basically just a continuation of last episode, I suppose you could call it. Just using the same weapons, same skill sets, everything's still the same. These gems are leveling up like crazy still, which is just awesome. And trying to remember to use my whirling blades to take advantage of the buff and debuff that it gives me with the fortify and maim effect, which is awesome. I like this area though. There's lots of like statues. There's these Templar people using a spectral weapon, which I think is cool, or spectral blade, I guess it's called. And yeah, I'm definitely digging this. Oh, we got the matriarch here, and I do have that new sacred mana flask. I suppose that's changed since last time. Gives me 50% of the amount recovered instantly, which is kind of like still debating that one, because I only have 107 mana available. So when it gives me half the mana that it would give me, which is 330, it's like it's already given me more than half, or it's already, the half of that flask is more than my total mana pool that I have available to me. So it's not really I guess effective. I don't get that little bit of extra mana from the recharge time on it. I just get to have a full mana pool instantly. But it does recharge pretty quickly. It has increased recovery speed, so it's like you know, I pop it, I get a bunch of mana back. The only time I can really see it being a pain in the butt is during a boss fight or something, if I don't have any way to regenerate the charges on it. But usually most bosses spawn some kind of minion, so I don't think it'll be too much trouble. And I do have a little bit of mana leech in the form of whatever this node is down here, the mixed node. This one, life and mana leech, which doesn't give me a lot, but does give me some. And sometimes some is all you need. So hopefully that'll be enough to soothe our mana woes here. But I don't know, I think things will get easier as time goes on. I get some better gear too and more levels and everything. But just gonna wait on that. Lots of champions in here, which is great. So I'm just gonna smash down all these guys and get all that sweet, sweet XP. And I like these groups of guys because you can just wipe them all out with the melee splash. It's like I only have to bonk one enemy and I can kill all of them. You know, even though it does reduce damage for the AoE, it's like, it doesn't seem to really be too much of a damage loss compared to just smacking the main guy. You know, it's only like I think it deals, I don't really remember actually how much damage the splash deals. 31% less damage, so that's not bad. You know, you deal 70% of your damage to the surrounding targets, and that's pretty significant. Especially when most enemies, you know, especially regular ones, die in like 1 or 2 hits, so it's only like 1 extra hit on all the other guys. Which I think is great. Blackguard Stalker. That guy just did like some kind of shadow warp behind me or something like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, I think I'm just kind of going the wrong way here, which, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of cool stuff I could have discovered as I'm traveling around here. And we'll go bonk these guys out. And see, my flasks are still good to go. I'm liking the Onslaught flask. It's just have that extra attack speed available when I need it. And the movement speed and everything is nice as well. There we go, got another little gem level up there. So we're getting stronger all the time. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk all these guys down. Oh, we got a big battle here going on between some enforcers and I don't know what. Oh, I guess like some Karui rebels. There we go. There's only one left. Poor guy. He's still going strong though. He wants a fight. He's not afraid. That's good. Let's go down here just to make sure we cover all the bases, because I don't know if there's any like extra areas that I could be finding or anything like that. I think that there are some civilians running around too, which is like, you know, you guys are just as bad as everybody else for allowing all this stuff to continue on, right? Well, maybe not as bad as everybody else, but they definitely don't seem like super duper innocent or anything, so. I don't know, because sometimes you see the enemies the enemies are running away. So I'm going to see if I can find a couple more of those guys and see what their name actually is. Because I'm trying to see, now there was an enemy there, but I don't know if they were a civilian or not. Let's see. Yeah, frightened citizen. Yeah, you better be frightened. I don't know if it, oh, well, the sword just went and wiped that person out, so. And that frightened citizen right there just got clonked right out as well. So I don't really know if, like, I suppose they're not innocent because they are part of this whole system, you know. They probably have slaves and all this other stuff, which makes them just as bad as the people who brought the slaves here, right? At least I think so. Shouldn't really partake in any of that kind of stuff. It's kind of bad news bears for everybody. Nobody wins in that situation, in my mind. Let's see, got some, what are these bloodline guys, I think they are? I haven't really unlocked any bloodline bosses yet, I don't think, so hopefully we'll get some as time goes on. Lots of really crazy enemies using some really crazy abilities here. Everybody's kind of starting to, you know, use gems and everything, kind of like we do. And it's kind of frightening, because I know how scary my character is, but these characters might even be more scary. I don't want that to happen. So it's gonna move on. Very expansive area again. You know, I kind of expected a lot of these newer areas to be pretty small, but they're a lot bigger than I expected. You know, especially this place. You know, it's just Oriath Square, but it's pretty sprawling. There's lots of enemies to fight, which is great. I like big groups of enemies, like these guys right here. We got a rare gem cutter strongbox. That is a nice find. So I think after this act is when we get into the part where the game starts to consider we're supposed to be like, you know, if you could equate it to the difficulties of the previous iteration of Path of Exile, it would be like cool difficulty. So, looking forward to that, but I'm hoping I get some more resistance gear before that happens. So let's see, quantity of items, pack of magic monsters, revives the onslaught, and an extra Vol gem. Ooh, well that just, get me out of there. Oh my gosh, get me out of there again. Just dash through everybody, name them all. That extra damage rolling. Alright, that worked out. That was a little bit scary at first though, holy. Alright, so we got Vol Ground Slam again. That's the third Vol Ground Slam I've found. Give me a break, game. Jeez. I would like anything else aside. Like, I wish I could trade 3 Vol Ground Slams for, like, anything else. Like, I don't know what other kind of Vol gems there are in the game, if there's, like, a Vol Whirling Blades or anything like that. But having anything that I can actually use on this character would be pretty nice and actually be effective with. I suppose we'll just wait and find out how that goes. We might get something down the line, we might not. And that's just how it is. But yeah, just kind of tired of seeing Vol Ground Slam. Could use any gem, anything else. Even if I can't use it, just something different. Alright, so there's the entrance to the next area. I don't think there's any quests here, but I kind of want to just check over here just in case. Nope, just same old, same old. Alright, let's head back down here in my skill tree. And I'm not going to grab... Should I grab this side? It does increase my damage by quite a bit and gives me that block chance. Yeah, I might as well invest in that and then go back up later and get this tree. No, you know what? I feel like I need this evasion and mostly the elemental resistances right now. So I'm going to grab that first and then I'll get the dual wield side. Then I'll get the frenzy charge, then we'll go back up. That's what I'm thinking. Those are my thoughts right now. Just because I'm really feeling the damage when it comes to elemental attacks right now. And it's getting to the point where like some regular enemies are dealing so much elemental damage to me that I'm scared of dying. So that's my thoughts on the matter, and hopefully that's the correct choice. I might not take the second node, or the third node that gives just 3% more resistances, because that might not be worth it. It might just be a wasted effort to spend it on that. You know, 3% resistances for a skill point, not that great, but 12% resistances for a skill point, that's pretty nice. I like that trait. So we'll go with that, and we can always move those points around in the future. You know, if we get some really sweet resistance pieces and our resistances are fine without it, then we can invest those in more offensive stats, which would be nice. So take this Evan Lurch guy down. He's got some crazy abilities, and also leeches life, and he's got some ranged support over here. Let's see, I want to open that chest. Don't scroll wisdom. Definitely not going to pass that up. Melee splash support level up again, which is always nice. I got some gem cutter prisms going so that I can start leveling that gem up and increase the power of it. Orb of Alchemy, always happy to see those. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my character so far in this solo self-found playthrough. Definitely could use a little bit better gear for my resistances, like I've been saying. But in general, you know, my weapons are pretty decent. I definitely could use some better gem slot setups. Got lots of treasure chests here. Just wish there was some better loot in them. Orb of Chance, though, I'm not gonna scoff at that. That's for sure. It looks like we just have a few like treasure room here, treasure rooms, which is pretty nice. Got that Temple Guardian. How can you use ranged attacks when you have like a ranged attack safety bubble? I think that's kind of cheating. How dare you, you know, using ranged attacks while being immune to ranged attacks? And what's the deal with these guys having these bubbles anyway? Why can't I have a bubble like that? Seems like all these regular enemies can achieve it, why can't I? Doesn't seem quite fair, you know? Game being ridiculous. I don't know if it's like some kind of maybe magic that you're not supposed to use, or does something bad to you, there's some real reason behind it, but so far I'm just like, man, I want immune to all the ranged attack bubbles. Oh, we got a rare strongbox here, happy to see that. Let's ID that and see what's involved. Let's see, packs of monsters, stream of monsters, random curse, and lightning storm. Don't really care about any of that. Let's dash through these guys and not die. Holy, that was scary. I think I stood in lightning storm while I had this vulnerability curse on me. And these guys with their ranged attacks are just kind of ridiculous too. Especially spectral weapon can really, or spectral blade can really stack up on you over some time and hit you multiple times, which sucks. But I guess that's why people use it in their races and stuff, is getting that perfect position on a spectral blade throw really just lets you get quite a few hits on someone over it. But I'm not quite the master level required to wield that skill just yet, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that at any time soon. But it does look fun if I could get good at it. So let's see, we have to explore the Templar Courts here, and I think he's supposed to be here. No, he's in an area right off of this area, which shouldn't be too big. I would think the next area would be kind of small. I could be wrong though, but sometimes these areas are like, you know, you explore this whole place and then you enter a small area and you find the boss or something like that. We'll just have to wait and see. Lots of enemies here, which, like I said, I love having tons of enemies to fight. Pop the Onslaught Flask for that guy, and open more chests. I got another rare guy here. Just bonk the heck out of him. Bonk, 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 bonk. And there we go. Superior Sacred Mana. We'll take that to get the glass blower bubbles. And yeah, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. So I don't really know if this is going to be like a really short act, and you know, once I can't see Avarius dying and that being the end. I figured that there's going to be something more. You know, another boss. Maybe the Innocence God is going to come out of Avarius when we kill him or something like that. Or maybe we won't be able to kill him the first time. Maybe he's going to escape. And we'll have to deal with him later. Oh, we got a Harbinger here. Ooh, get me out of that. Get me out of that. That was bad news all of a sudden. That was scary as hell. Start taking way too much damage all of a sudden. I guess the Templars kind of, or the Harbingers tend to summon enemies based on what is available in the zone. So they're summoning all these Templar guys that shoot this crazy spells and everything. Oh shoot. Gotta be a little bit careful. These Harbingers are getting a little bit tough, and all these enemies are getting a little tougher too. Oh my gosh, get me out of there. Man, these guys are just brutal sometimes. Okay, there we go. My character's kind of working around because of all that movement bugs that I've been talking about lately. Phasing will actually kind of help me with that issue, actually, if I end up going down that route in the Raider tree, because phasing allows you to walk through enemies, so I won't be dealing with any kind of stuck on enemy shenanigans any longer. I'll just be able to walk through everyone, which would be nice. But that's only if I go down that route, right? Okay, we got some things to ID here. I don't know why I picked that up. Let's see, is that any good? Nah. Alright, just try this one. Okay, that's got some resistances on it. The Slocket is wrong, but we can still put it there. Let's see, armor and energy shield. Can I still use everything else? Yep. Let's see, cold and lightning resistance. That one doesn't have any resistances. This one gives me health, though. Or this one gives me health, I mean. I am going to stick with this one just for now. Just for now. I mean, that one's pretty good, but I don't think it's exactly what I'm looking for. I want to get one with either, you know, like some good resistances and some health on it. That'd be perfect. Then I could at least start feeling a little bit more secure with my defenses. Okay, so we got the Chamber of Innocence there, and that's where the boss is going to be. So I'm just going to open these chests really quick. That's a two-handed sword, yep. Let's run down here. There's lots of treasure chests. You might as well check them, because quite often they can drop these orbs and stuff like that. Alright, so let's jump in. Is there anything else we're missing here? There's a few areas I didn't explore, but I don't really see any reason to go back and check them out, because I don't think there's anything... I mean, there might be, but the map didn't say that there were any other areas that I could be missing, or, you know, any kind of side quests I was missing, so I might have missed, like, a Volside area if there's something like that, but not really sure. I like the art of the chamber, though. Oh man, this is pretty. Nice cool emblems and everything, and the stained glass, I like that art. So let's see, oh, gotta center my map here, doop-de-doop. And we do have a waypoint here, okay, so this area might be a bit more expansive than I first imagined. Well, this is, oh, prayer guards, these guys look weird. And we got some blessed sisters here. Oh man, well, dealing with a whole new ball game here. Holy, alright, so this is definitely not what I expected from this area. Let's head on over this way and just start exploring. Does this guy have a Nemesis mod, the volatile thing or whatever? Pops at the end. I don't know if that's a new animation, it kind of seems like it. I don't remember seeing that one a whole lot back then in the other Path of Exile 2.6 or whatever. There we go, take these guys out. And let's, got Superior Cabalist Regalia, but none of the socket colors that I like. Well, let's head up here. Is there something important or just a book to read? Got some champion groups anyway. The XP off them, it's always nice. Look at that, like a quarter of a bar each. Stained glass window. Oh yeah, that's just gonna talk about innocence or whatever possibly. So I'm not gonna check that out. I may come back and read that on my own time, but I don't want to force you guys to sit through all the different story and everything like that. Let's boogie on over here. Let's see what's going on. Let's put prayer guards to fortify up. I'm trying to be a little bit better with that, especially because I'm feeling pretty weak in comparison to a lot of these enemies right now. So let's run up here, pop these guys down. don't really know how big this area is going to be, but looks like it's going to be pretty big. Just as a early guess here. Get my golem going again here. Oh man, there's so much enemies. It's just insane, man. It's just bonkers. Oh shoot, my health. Man, if I was playing on hardcore, I'd be having like so many. Well, I wouldn't even be this far actually. I'd be dead already multiple times. But man, I'm really feeling the fear with all these different enemies rolling around dealing all this damage to me here. Hoping that my AoE can just take care of a bunch of them, but man, those guys are scary when they all group up on you like that. Alright, let's on over yonder. Oh, more enemies, of course. Plow our way through these guys. Then we can get that resistance node, which should be helpful, I would think. I hope it's helpful anyways. It's taking a lot of damage from these guys. Oh, there we go, level 44, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's bonk these guys out, and then let's get that node. Get that 12% resistances and 24% increased evasion and armor. So that's a significant increase, in my opinion. There's all kinds of stuff about innocence going on in this area, which is definitely why we're here, but I'm curious about this innocence. I'll definitely have to come back and read these. It all seems to have different stuff relating to different windows and different characters that are involved in them. And there's all kinds of new lore to be checking out, so I'll be doing that later. But, you know, if you guys want to chat about the story or whatever, then go ahead and leave a comment about it. We'll chat about it. And, but yeah, I'm mostly interested in showing you guys the actual gameplay and, you know, the end game and farming, and, you know, if I can eventually play other characters and make other builds and stuff, that would be fun too. Because I'd hate to be limited to just showing you guys like one kind of character, but I don't want to spread myself too thin. I want to make sure that I can actually do some fun stuff and play the game and learn some stuff about it, so I can actually improve at the game, you know. Man, these blessed sisters that drop these spells or whatever are just painful. It's a little bit less painful now that I have that resistance node, though. But look how my gem's almost ready to level up again. Jeez, just going crazy. Probably level up after a couple of these fights here. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, that was a rare guy there. There we go. One of them leveled up. Summon Stone Golem, which died again. Thing's always dead. I think I should consider switching to a golem that doesn't focus so much on tanking, but then again, it might just be smarter to wait until I have an item that I can actually link some proper support gems to it and really take advantage of it in that scenario. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, wiping them all out. All my gems are leveled up and waiting for me to level them up now. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There we go. I did look up to see if there's any way I could use those deerskin boots that have the trap support and everything, but based on what I've seen, it doesn't really look like there's a whole lot of raider trappers that exist in this Path of Exile. Like, it doesn't really seem like a whole lot of people had a ranger trapper raider build. I don't even know if you would play a trapper build as a ranger, or what you would do to make it work. I mean, there are lots of trap supports around the ranger and shadow tree, so I'd imagine you could build one, but I don't know if you'd do it as a raider, though. You'd probably do it as a trapper. That's what I would think. Or something like that. Or not a trapper, I mean a pathfinder with the flasks. Or maybe even Deadeye. I don't know if you would do Deadeye with traps, if that would work. Oh my gosh. So much damage from these guys, jeez. Otherworldly, okay. D-curve bow. This 4-link, yeah. Pretty soon we should be finding a 5-link here, or 6-link here. Oh, not 6-link, but 6 Aka gear. A few more areas, maybe another act or two. Start finding the good stuff. And yeah, then hopefully we can start getting some good weapons too. Really make us stand out and survive and kill things quickly. Because damage is pretty decent right now, but definitely feel like it could be a lot better. Getting the improved frenzy and ascendancies regarding frenzy will definitely help as well. Look at that, we're almost halfway to 45. That's awesome. Actually, we're above halfway to 45. Alright, so that's the Sanctum of Innocence. That's where we'll be fighting Varius, but as you can see, there's another champion group over here, so let's run over here and bonk these guys down. I like it when they get stuck in a choke point like that, because I can hit all of them, but only like 1 or 2 of them can hit me. And that's convenient. Alright, so what do we got here? Not a good claw. Well, that's resistances and some health, not that exciting. That's mana resistances, not what I'm looking for, and that's 4-socket gloves, but not what I'm looking for. Definitely get a chromatic off of those, though. Okay, so here we go into the Sanctum of Innocence. And let's summon the golem. I like this art there. Person riding a horse with claws. Alright, what's up, Avarius? Got some crazy spells going on here. See, this is what's gonna suck, is I won't have a whole lot of mana to deal with this guy. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, what? He just like teleported back here. That was weird. Alright. Let's turn on Onslaught and keep the dual strikes going. There we go. Already running out of mana though. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh, I can't hit that guy? Alright, well, this is getting interesting. I wonder why I can't attack that guy. Is it because he's like not an actual baddie, he's just like an animated foe? Not quite certain. Oh, what's he doing now? Oh, we've got minions. Okay, well this would be a good opportunity for me to get some flask back. And I can always press the right button, get a portal down just in case as well. But it looks like he's just summoning tons of dudes for us to fight. Is he like gaining strength somehow? I gotta kill these guys to make him come out of it? Not quite sure. It seems to be spawning these guys, honestly. There we go. Oh man, someone just reached level 95. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. There we go. Fortify up. That should definitely help. And make sure we keep it up. There we go. And get that golem back up, because he went down again. And there we go. That's Avarius. What's he gonna do? Oh. Okay. This is Innocence. Are we gonna fight Innocence now? Innocence, God Emperor of Eternity. Oh my lord. That sounds terrifying. They got some crazy abilities going on here. Okay, so those knights do come back. You see the other knight in the corner there has respawned. Holy smokes. Alright, well, that checkpoint isn't too bad. Except you're still firing that beam of light at me. Alright, let's work back over here. Get back to business. So this is the God Emperor of Eternity. That's terrifying. Alright, make sure we keep our health up. Because, oh, gonna spawn a whole bunch of dudes for me to fight again, which is fine. Gives me a chance to get all my flask charges back, or at least a good chunk of them. Lightborns are pretty cool though. They do look really awesome. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh my gosh, I can't. These guys are just like stacked up on top of each other in such a way that I couldn't AoE them or anything. That was kind of weird. Prayer Guard here. Oh my gosh. Man, some of these enemies just attack in such strange ways. Alright, there we go. Alright. Oh, don't nuke me. Oh, yep. I kind of had a feeling that was going to just take me out, and that's why I started to run out of it, but I should have just dashed. There we go. Alright. Oh my gosh. Man, the damage this guy deals is just absurd. Like, I understand why my golem's getting one-shotted by everything. Alright. Get that onslaught going. Boom, boom, boom. Keep that up. Alright, so we should have maybe 1 or 2 more rounds of this Lightborn spawning nonsense. Get my health flask back, which is good. And make sure we try and avoid those prayer guards a little bit and just try and focus on the little guys. Because that seems to be the fastest way to get him to come out of his this little summoning ritual over here. And well, I guess we killed another prayer guard. There we go. Oh, nope, don't kill me with your beam. Please don't kill me with your beam. There we go. And now we should be able to take him out. Oh, okay. I don't know what that was, but that killed me too. Man, I'm sure glad that I'm not playing on a difficulty where I lose XP, because I would just be losing everything I've gotten done thus far. Yeah, see, I'm dead again. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I didn't expect this guy to just wipe me out with some of these attacks so quickly. Boom. Come on, get back here. There we go. Oh my gosh, that was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Here I am hitting all the wrong buttons again. ID this, see if she's good on it. Not really. Whoa. It's Sin. Hi, Sin. Okay. Let's talk to you after I check out this burnished foil here. That's junk. What's up, Sin? The Forgotten One. Oh. Is this some kind of cutscene? Oh. This is cool. Get my mouse off the screen there. Oh. The arm is lifting. The armor, or the stone is breaking. And I'll have to see what that's all about at a later time. But we gotta go back to Lanny. And looks like we have some other missions. Looks like there's a Chamber of Innocence on this side. Oh, okay, there's just 2 entrances to it. Alright, so back to the Overseer's Tower, I guess. And travel to the Chamber of Innocence. Oh, okay, so there was an exit. Alright, whoa. Got some jewels here. Okay, well I might actually have to take a look through and see if there's that dual strike one in here at all. Because that would be really cool. Minions, cold damage, chilled enemies, physical shrapnel shot, cleave, molten strike, and ground slam. Oh man. None of the things that I use. Well, that's okay though. Let's see if there's anything that we could use. Ethereal knives is pretty cool. I tried using that in one of the races I did. I've seen the frozen trail. I don't have magma orb. Blight I don't use. That's raised zombies. And that's for frostblade. The frostblade is pretty cool. Ice shot, shrapnel shot, cleave. I could consider using that one, but I don't really know if cleave is something I'd ever really use. Man, all these abilities are just things that I just don't really use. So I guess I could try taking the ethereal knives one just because I may consider playing with that one day. I think out of all of them here, that's probably the best one for me to take. I don't really see any reason to take a lot of the other ones. Like, I could see the cleave one maybe, but honestly, yeah, I'm gonna take the ethereal knives one. Just because I don't really see any reason to take any of the other ones. So let's sell the rest of my junk here. And I think that's all I had to sell, yep. Let's head back to the stash and do some quick selling. And yeah, or not selling, sorry, just depositing all my stuff into the bank here. And then we'll go see what's up in the Chamber of Innocence there. Oh, I know this episode's going a little bit longer than I said I wanted to make them, but that's okay. Because we got something. I don't want to end on a little cliffhanger here, so I'm just going to check out this quest. Travel back through the Templar Courts, find the ossuary, search the ossuary for the sign of purity. And there's an optional quest to travel to the Requillary and find Kitava's torments. Oh, okay, so we do have... Oh, the entrance is now blocked between the control blocks and that area. Oh. Okay, so I guess we actually have to backtrack through some stuff. So we can't just take the portal back. Everything's kind of changed. So this is our new... Is this our new, like, starting point, I guess? I don't really see, So if we go back into the Chamber of Innocence, is that the wrong side? Do we have to go onto this side? Oh, okay, so there's a waypoint right here. Okay. Let's just take a quick look at the tab map here. Okay, so there is... Who's Bannon? Who are you?
What in damnation have you done?
Oh my gosh, and there's torch grounds? I don't know what's happened, dude. I just came here and did stuff. Okay, well, I guess this is going to be the ending point for this episode, because there's going to be a lot more adventure than I expected in this act. I thought that was going to kind of be the end of it, but it looks like when we start next time, we're going to be heading into the torched grounds and traveling through all these areas. Okay, well, alright guys, so I guess that's going to be the mission for the next time. Sorry I'm a little bit dumbfounded here, I just didn't expect all this. But that's, so what do you have to say? Oh, we just had some complaints or something. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed this episode. We took down the God Emperor of Eternity, and hopefully we won't have to fight him again. And yeah, so next time we'll travel back through everything and see what's changed and see what we're up against. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.